I am Roald Amundsen, the man who ventured farther south than any before me. But before I became the first to reach the South Pole, I was simply a young boy in Norway, filled with dreams of faraway lands and the spirit of adventure. Born in 1872, I grew up captivated by the stories of great explorers. Tales of brave men battling the icy wilderness sparked something inside me, a desire to push the boundaries of human exploration. As a child, I would imagine myself in their place, facing the bitter cold, the treacherous seas, and the vast unknown. Little did I know then that I would one day face those same challenges. In 1903, I embarked on my first great adventure, navigating the fabled Northwest Passage. The frozen sea gripped our ship, and survival often hung by a thread. There were nights when I lay in my bunk, wondering if we would ever make it out alive. But as the ice finally broke and we sailed through the passage, I knew we had achieved something great. Yet, my heart yearned for more challenges, more discoveries. That's when my eyes turned to the South Pole. It was 1911, and the race to the pole was on. Robert Falcon Scott, my British rival, had already begun his journey. But I knew that preparation, not speed, would determine the victor. I had learned from the Inuit people during my previous expeditions, adopting their methods of using dogs for sleds and dressing in furs. These were not just tactics, they were survival. As we set out across the endless expanse of ice, the wind howled relentlessly, biting into our skin. The air was so cold it felt as if the world itself was against us. There were moments when my men looked to me with doubt in their eyes, but I kept my fears buried deep. Leadership meant keeping hope alive, even when I, too, questioned whether we would survive the journey. Day after day, we pressed on. Temperatures dropped below what any human should endure, and the snow blinded us as we trudged forward. I often wondered if Scott's team was facing the same hardships or if they had given up. But we could not stop. Victory was close, and the pole was within reach. On December 14, 1911, we arrived. Standing at the bottom of the world, I felt a mix of triumph and humility. The Antarctic had tested us in every way possible, but we had conquered it. As I planted the Norwegian flag into the frozen ground, I couldn't help but think of Scott, still out there somewhere. Little did I know then that his fate would be sealed in tragedy. Returning home, we were greeted as heroes, but the journey had changed me. The pole was conquered, but I found myself questioning what was next. What could possibly compare to the thrill of standing at the edge of the Earth? I sought new challenges in the Arctic, but nothing quite matched the triumph of that day at the South Pole. Looking at exploration today, I am both amazed and intrigued. The technology, the satellites, the instant communication, they would have been unimaginable in my time. I wonder what I could have achieved with such tools at my disposal. Modern explorers can chart their courses with precision, but do they feel the same raw, untamed adventure we faced? It's a different world now, but the spirit of exploration remains. What concerns me, however, is the way the Earth itself is changing. The ice I once traversed is melting. The harsh wilderness that tested me so fiercely is fading. I wonder if future explorers will have the chance to see the world as I did, wild, untouched, and full of danger. I fear that in our race for progress, we may be losing the very landscapes that shaped us as explorers. My legacy, I hope, is not just the miles I covered or the records I set. It is the reminder that humans are meant to explore, to push beyond what is known. I hope that spirit never dies, even as the world changes around us. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If my story has inspired you, remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. It's free. Who should we explore next? Let me know in the comments below.